Alright guys, yeah, it's me. What I thought I'd do today is a quick video on doing a bit of rough texture on the Leopard. I've already started it because it wasn't until I'd already started that I suddenly thought I could do a video on this. So what I'm going to do is I shall do the little rough texture pads on here. Okay, so what I'm using at the moment is on this, let me just get a point. So these are the rough texture pads on the Leopard. So what I'm using is at the moment Vallejo masking fluid. It's water soluble, so you can wash your brushes off. It's nice stuff. It dries rubbery. Yeah, it's very nice as well. What I do is I quickly show you, then I'm going to pause it and come back when I'm done. Right, so basically, a little dip of the brush. You'll have to excuse me while I put my eyes on because it's a bit difficult to see. Now, you paint it on carefully around each, and you see that, yeah. And each pad. I also find that the thicker you put it on, the easier it is to get off once you're done. Now I'm not going to do the whole lot on the video because I'll just bore the crap out of you. And that's all I do, is basically, you see that alright, yeah? Those two there. Right, what I'll do is, I'll come back when it's all done. See you in a millisecond. Okay guys, right, I'm back. This is now all done, as you can see here. Just waiting for that to dry. But while I'm waiting for that to dry, I've noticed I've gone over a little bit just here onto one of the pads. So basically all you got to do, it's so easy, I'll just get my glasses back on again, is because it's rubberized, you can scrape it back. One thing I am going to do is, because you've got the splits in between, I don't know if you can see those, in between them, I've got some really thin mask tape. I didn't want to use a really thin brush to go through there, so I thought what I'd do is I'd put some of this through it, providing that it works. I'm going to try it. If it does, I'll come back in a minute. If not, I'll have to find a small brush. Right, back in a bit guys. Okay guys, right, I'm back. Quick one. As you can see now, let's put this light around here so you can see. I'm assuming, I'm looking at a small screen so I don't know, but amongst them, the liquid mask has dried. I've now, the little slat gaps in between the anti-slip pads, I've now put small masking tape. I'm hoping you can see that. So the next stage will be to put on the rough texture anti-slip. Alright, so when I come back in a bit, I'll be ready for that. Alright guys, back in a bit. Okay, so I've put the liquid mask on, I've masked in between the little gaps in between the pads, so now it's time to actually put the rough texture on. what I'm using is True Earth Structure Paint Rough Casting Anti-Skid. I love this stuff. I've used it a few times on other vehicles. I mean, this will be my third vehicle on it, using it. So this is the bottle that I've had, and I've given it a bit of a shake and a bit of a stir, but it was about half full. I have ordered some more. It is on its way. It's took about a month. It comes from Italy. So what I recommend is give it a good shake. Right. It's basically gritty paint. It's water soluble, so you can wash your brushes in water. Anyway, put on there, and then just put it on, and it's as simple as that. Yeah, it's as simple as that. Okay, right, I'll come back when I'm finished with all that, so I'll speak to you in a bit. Right. Okay, well, I've painted it all on. You're not going to see very much yet, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this to dry for a couple of hours, 3 hours or whatever, and then I'll come back. We'll have a look, see if it needs another coat. It doesn't normally, but sometimes it does. See if it needs another coat. If not, remove all the masking, and then we'll show you the finished product. Alright guys, so that'll be me from it. I'll catch you in what will be a couple of hours for me, but it'll be quicker than that for you in a bit. Okay guys, right, I'm back. It's the end of the day technically. Yeah, well, it's late. It's been dry now for a few hours. Well, drying. I tried a little bit there, taking it off, see what it was like. Yeah, and it's quite nice. So what basically, say you take it off, the masking fluid. First of all, what I'll do is I take off, if I can get the flipping thing, take off the masking tape. But to get this liquid mask off, just to be fair, you just need to rub it. I'm not doing a very good job here, am I? But basically, it's just rubber. Just sit and peel it off. It comes off quite easy, to be fair. But what I'll do is I'll turn the camera off, because you don't want to see me trying to pick at this stuff. But trust me, it's a bit fiddly and it can get annoying. But it is actually worth it. It's good stuff. But anyway, I'll stop the thing, because it's got to be nothing boring than watching me do that, and I'll come back when it's all done. Alright, okay guys, right, now I've took off all the liquid mask. The masking tape that I put on in between didn't really work. It was too thin. I think it was too thin. So basically all I did was I've got my tweezers, and I've scraped down, removing it. It wouldn't pull out, it just broke. But in doing so, I've took off some of the primer on some of them. But so it looks a bit untidy at the moment. But once I've re-primed it and whatnot, it'll look alright. Feels great. I have took a few photos, so I'll stick a few photos on with this video as well. Just so you can get an idea. But yeah, so basically that's how I do my rough cast anti-slip. While I've been waiting for that to dry, I've built the turret. So the turret now has got to be the same. I've got to go through the same process with this now. So yeah, it's coming on quite well. I'm actually enjoying it. Right, so I hope that was helpful guys, and I'll speak to you on the next one. See you later guys, bye.